Hi guys, this is Jeannie, and I'm right there. I am your Airbnb girl. I'm Airbnb Adventures with Jeannie. I just woke up. I did not sleep good last night. This is the main bedroom, which looks out to the pool on this giant power pole right there. Okay, so we're gonna go outside in a minute, but first I want to show you the master bathroom. Here it is. You're looking at it. Okay, and the worst thing about it is that when you go in here, this old shower head is so old, you can't really adjust it, and it blasts out so hard it hurts your head. Okay, and this is the shower. Let's see if I put this back up here. We're leaving today. I wanted to leave after the first night, but I felt bad, so God knows why. I'm just such a nice person that I said to her, well, we'll stay 2 more nights, which I should never have done. But I was worried she would take all our money and I wouldn't get it back. And I am going to have to go to Airbnb with a claim and pictures, because it turns out we ended up paying $250 a night for $100 a night place. Okay. So the pictures said that this place was okay, looked all right on the pictures. They never showed the power lines out back. And the other thing is, of course, it never showed the shower comes out blasting and it hurts. But even my husband, who's 6'4", said he couldn't really use it. He didn't think I'd use it. This is the tiny little sink area. And it's a real old house. It's probably from the 1960s. And this is where my husband slept. Okay. And then this room we didn't use at all. The door had to be propped open because the door automatically closes on you, just like the garage door from the kitchen to the garage. If you go out to put something in the washing machine, the door closes on you. And if there's anyone young, it could hit them with the door handle and hurt them. Okay, so we didn't use this bedroom at all. This is what it looks like. Okay, and he just put a suitcase there. That was it. Okay. Then you go in this bathroom, and the problem with this bathroom was this is the shower. So I went, I thought, well, the other shower hurts and you can't adjust it, so I'm going to take a shower in here. So I got in here, I got all ready to take my shower, and look at the shower head. And there is no way to turn it on here. There's nothing. And then the bathtub part, while I was trying to get the shower to work, started filling up because it's clogged. Okay, so there you go. This is your shower head. And this is rated and reviewed as a 5-star, guys. So you cannot use any of the reviews on Airbnb. A lot of times they're fake or they're wrong. And what I did notice about it is I noticed that in the reviews, this is the towel closet. In the reviews, what I took note of, and this is the hallway. Okay, and if you look here, this is super noisy at night. It woke me up every time it kicked on and off. This is the air conditioner vents. And this may be why there's a smell when you first come in, because it's black. Okay, so now we're gonna look in here. So this is where I slept for the first time last night. I slept in here. And this light worked, but that light by my little tiny suitcase here did not work, okay? These pillows were actually some kind of, they smelled dusty and stale, and I couldn't sleep on them, so we grabbed this pillow from the other bed. Okay, so this was the comforter, this comforter here. It was just my husband and I, but my grandbaby, who's 4, spent the night last night. And again, these pillows are some kind of stale, like, it almost smelled like they've never been used pillows. It was weird. So I couldn't sleep, and I was itchy in this bed all night. Very itchy. So this is the other room here. It had this one little decorative pillow that I took off last night. I'll put it back on. Okay, so that was a problem. Okay, And again, it's just, I don't think there's anything in here, is there? It just has a weird smell in here. And I think it's because of the air conditioner. I'd hate to look at the filter because when you look at these, you see black. So it could be that the filter needs to be changed. And the lights never went on. I turned the switch like that and it never came on. As you can see, that doesn't work. The fan works, I think, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like, unless you have to turn the light on from here. Oh, there you go. It does work. Okay, you turned it on from the fan switch. Okay, so now I have a light and we're leaving in about an hour. But I wanted to make this live video, so if you have any questions about Airbnb, especially in Arizona, you can ask me. Now, my son-in-law went to rent one, and he said he walked out the minute he walked in because it looked so great in pictures, but there were roaches dead on the floor. So him and his fiance just walked right out the door, and they went to the Omni Monte Lucia Resort and stayed there. And he told me with the service fee for these Airbnbs and with the cleaning fee and the taxes, you might as well go to a resort. The only extra you pay at the resort is $40 a day resort fee. That's it. Okay, so here's outside. Now, mind you, they did have a big storm, and I cleaned it up for her, except for the leaves. I put all the cushions back. They had all blown off because they had a major storm yesterday in Scottsdale, Arizona, and actually I saw trees toppled over when we came home to this Airbnb because we went to my daughter's Airbnb. I mean, not Airbnb, her house is a little bit south here. It's 8 minutes south of here, and that's where we were. Now, the first night we got here, we wanted to leave, basically, even when we saw these, okay? Not only were the bathrooms not up to par, no good shower, but then you look here and you've got power lines going all the way across. It just gave me a weird feeling. Now, I know that this is Old Town Scottsdale, and I decided I'm never going to stay in an Airbnb in Old Town. You could just see there's just wires everywhere, okay? And these are the lawn chairs that went over. These are really weird. Everything's kind of cheap, and when you feel it, it feels yucky. It feels like, ugh, like pasty almost. We didn't even sit out here at all. And again, the pool itself is nice. Now, I swam in it one time, and there were no leaves when I swam in it because the storm brought all these leaves back here. But as you can see, the storms whip up out of nowhere and get really dark in Scottsdale, and it did. And the winds were so high. On the way home from my daughter's, we saw trees toppled over all over the place along the street. Okay, now that umbrella, it was in the hole like that, and I found it on the beach. But it did hold up. At least it didn't fly out of the yard. Even though it's down, I thought because of the speed of the winds it would fly out of the yard, but it didn't. Came out here this morning, I put all the cushions back on the chairs. Here are the chairs she has outside. Now, I would just get rid of these. I mean, nobody's going to really use those. And then these two plastic chairs. Okay, and again, remember, guys, we were supposed to pay like $109 at the most a night here. So I thought, well, you know, that's really reasonable for what it looked like. And it was rated 5 stars. And I read like 10 reviews that said it was so great. It was a lie, except for the pool is nice. The one thing I think is good about it is the pool. Okay, but everything else, I would never rate it 5 stars. If I was to rate this, it would be a 1 star because of the facilities being so old. Even these cushions that I picked up this morning are just old, worn out cushions. It's like nothing has been fixed on this one. Even the same old floors from the 1950s or whatever are still there. I think even her orange trees need fertilizer. So anyway, because look at the fruit. It just doesn't look very healthy. Okay, so this is your Airbnb here that we stayed in. Now, this is what happened to me. So I got here on Wednesday night at midnight. My husband and I knew right at midnight it was not acceptable. So we spent the night, and the next day we called and we told the lady at Airbnb who owns the Airbnb, we said, listen, this is not up to par. You know, we didn't know you had all these power lines and that it was an old raggedy house. And I said, we didn't say it nasty, but we tried to be as nice as can be. And I said, the most we could stay here is 2 more nights. That's the max. And really, I should have said no more nights because I knew right then I wouldn't be comfortable sleeping here. So she said, okay, she said, what I will do, she said, I'll start a refund, but I have to charge you $250 for the 3 nights you're here. So that went to $750. She was going to charge me. And she said, I'll credit you back $445. So that means if you divide $750 into 3, that means I spent $250 a night to stay here. So that's a lot to stay in this old house that has, you know, nothing in the kitchen at all, not even coffee. It doesn't even have a regular modern refrigerator. And like I said, it's just like staying in a 1-star hotel is what it reminds me of. So don't look at the reviews. You can read the reviews if you want to for fun, but you can't go by them. The reviews on this were totally off. And for a whole month, there were no reviews, which should have been a red flag to me right then. Okay, that should have been a red flag. These doors closing on their own, you have to prop them with your shoes. The fact that there's nowhere to shower and that bathtub that they have is all clogged up. Okay, you got this little room. Okay, then you've got this little living room here. Okay, and again, these pillows smell dusty and old. I would just get rid of them if they are old. And then she's got all these live plants. And I'm wondering, does she want the tenants to actually water all these plants? Like there's another little live plant. And another live plant here, which I've never seen in an Airbnb, unless somebody lives here. Okay, that's the front. Okay, and the kitchen. This is your refrigerator. There's no water or ice maker. There's an ice maker, but it's in the freezer. It's an old-fashioned one. And the garage is super hot. Okay, and there's the old floats that are all, I guess, not in the pool because they're all messed up. Then you come in here, and this is your laundry room. Okay, now the washer and dryer worked okay. That wasn't a problem. Okay, and yeah, I guess the people do still live here. I don't know. We never used the garage at all, and I only used this laundry room once. But again, this is Airbnb Adventures with Jeannie, and I would rate this place a 1.5 if I had to rate it. Just saying. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. Let me see your questions or comments if you have any. And I will answer them. If you replay this and you have any questions or comments on this, please leave them below and I'll be sure to answer them. Please subscribe to my Selfie Girl channel as I'll be staying in more beautiful places. Tomorrow I'm going to the Mount Lucia Resort. Oh no, I'm going to Mountain Shadows tomorrow. I'll be live on location in Mountain Shadows Resort at the base of the Camelback Mountain. And the next day I'll be at the Omni Mount Lucia Resort and Spa at the base of the Echo Canyon. So go ahead and look for my videos tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel. And again, travel can make you look and feel younger. You could shop, you can hike, you can work out at the gyms, you can stay in beautiful resorts and spas. But Airbnbs, especially in Arizona, they're pretty worn out and you're getting all these old houses. So I'd kind of try to be really careful. And please don't do what I did and make the mistake of getting ripped off for $250 a night on a house that's not worth more than $70 a night. This is Jeannie, the Selfie Girl. Bye. Please subscribe and like this video.